So great to have you here. And I can tell you, this episode is a special one. It's recorded live from the Tech Together fair that took place in October 2024. And I was there. I talked to speakers, sponsors, and it was really exciting to be there. And here is one of the conversations I had. So today, not from Tech Together itself, but the aftermath of Tech Together,
Yes.
we got Alex. Alex, welcome.
Thank you, Jennifer. Lovely to be here.
It's, it just happened, Tech Together. We both were there. You were really busy. You're going to tell us everything about it, but tell me, how was Tech Together for you?
I loved Tech Together for a few reasons. One of them is, the main thing is parents with their children there. It really sets kind of this calm attitude to everyone, calm, inviting. You have these conversations while the children are running around, and everything is so much more themselves, I would say, than in a regular business event.
Yes, because, time disappears when children are there. They come and they come and they go when they go, and they talk when they want to talk. But you were really busy because you were one of the speakers, but you also organized some kind of workshop, something to do, let's say. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so from at Enliven, we have our own innovation, which is around putting people in the perspective of others. We use game technology and virtual reality to put you in the perspective of what it's like, for instance, to be bullied, to witness domestic abuse as a child, to be discriminated, to be a woman in the workplace. So it ranges around a wide variety of societal issues, but it's also about the future of education. It's putting empathy into our classrooms, into our trainings. We do that for diversity, equity, and inclusion in large corporates, and we do that in schools, in social work training of professionals. So it's widely used. There we were at the Tech Together event. We were there to inspire the young ones with just having fun in virtual reality. They could do painting in virtual reality. So on one hand, and the other hand, they could also the ages 12 to 16, I believe, they could also experience just a fraction of our bullying experience, where they experience what it's like to inspire them, how we can put people in the perspective and use technology for a greater good.
Yes, and to show other perspective on life as well, without, you didn't have to leave the room. You just had VR glasses for that. It looked like, we had no idea what people were seeing, but I just were very enthusiastic reactions afterwards. So this helped people. You also were there as a speaker, and can you tell me something about what happened on stage?
Yes, it was moderated by Anna. I was there with Kareem and Marjolein, and we discussed using technology for good, for social purposes, for community building. So it's really lovely. The energy was really good. We got, in just a short time frame we got vulnerable. We shared our personal stories, the things that motivate us. So it was really amazing to be on stage with them and to share these stories, hear their stories and how they are motivated to do good with tech. So that's how I experienced it.
Oh, that's so nice. We previously had Karim in the podcast, but also Marjolein. So if you, if you're wondering who the Marjolein and the Karim were, they were in previous podcasts. So, take a look back or listen back. And
they're amazing.
totally
So
up to
please,
date. Yes,
they
I
are
heard.
amazing. So
Yes.
please do.
Yes, I heard. They were also really enthusiastic about it. So you help people to increase the empathy for each other in the working space, but also in education. What are your dream goals that you have? What kind of goals are you trying to reach with the company you're currently building?
For us, it's rather simple, but also brand. What we have seen over. I've been building on this personal mission, and can't even call it it's not just a company, but it's a personal mission. For over 10 years now, for over a decade, and started because of my personal experience growing up with discrimination and domestic abuse at home. I realized I felt the absence of empathy in our societies and at our home. So for me, it's always been about making this technology available to anyone, anywhere, because what we've seen over the past 10 years, and we can really proudly say, is that any classroom and any training will be better with Enliven's virtual reality perspective taking and infused into it. Trainings are more engaging. You can, for the first time, experience what it's like to be someone else, which wasn't available before. It's so much more powerful than reading about it or um, watching a video. You are immersed in that situation. You walk around as that person. You see yourself as a child in a mirror. You can wave to yourself, embody that person, feel it, and experience all kinds of situations that we put you in. The possibilities are endless. The use cases are so wide, and there's so many use cases. There's more than 40 professions that we touch with our social platform, from professionals being trained, social work professionals being trained to in education, higher education, but also professionals working with families. Um, we are impacting families, and on a larger scale, I want many children, because of our technology, to feel safer and happier homes, and also in workplaces for people to feel included, to feel like they belong, because our technology allows them and their colleagues to step into their shoes and understand how hurtful some of the behaviors can be, and be motivated to step in and
do
act.
better.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we see that 76% of the employees running through our program, they report to strongly feel like they will intervene in a situation of harmful behavior after the training, and we equip them with simple strategies to do so. So the cultural change that we are inspiring is, when you see something, there's simple things that you can do, simple things that you can say in the moment to stop harmful behavior. And 76% of them are saying that they will highly likely do so. So even if it's 20%, I can tell you how many people will feel safer and more included in their workplace environment. So that's huge for us.
Yeah. Well, those are great percentage. I also have a question about that. You also do this in the corporate workspace. Did you ever had like a real bully that you got into the VR world of someone who was bullied and who had a total different mindset afterwards? Did you ever had that?
Oh yes, yes. We're proud that in a way that because we do so many things right in our trainings, not just the virtual reality. The virtual reality is eye opening, but it's a
Part.
first trigger. We do a lot of other things really well in our training, where we lower the guards, the resistance to diversity, equity, inclusion as a topic in many facets of our training. So yes, they come in. Some of them even share that they don't know why they are here. Some other person, their manager, believe that they need this training. So that's the only reason why they are in our training. But afterwards, I've been so we've done also we do a lot of customized work. So if we feel that for a certain company we need to make changes to the training, we do so, and then I measure the effectiveness of the things that we implement. And I had so I then join a lot of these trainings to see the effect and measure the effect. And we have a survey. So after the survey, it's anonymous, so I can't check for the names, but I can, in terms of timing, see if there was a rating of 2 star. So we do 1 to 5 star ratings. I can see if one of them has rated at 1 or 2 stars, and I can tell you that after checking it, I can say many of them rated a 4 star rating at least.
So they improve even
Yes,
though
and they stick
they're
around. Yeah, they stick around to talk with us. They share how it's opened up their mindset, how they came in, and how they feel now.
wow.
And because I we work with fantastic facilitators, and I really challenge them to be vulnerable, fully vulnerable themselves. Like when you ask someone to be vulnerable on the topic of inclusion, the first thing that many will do is they will tell something personal about, for instance, I don't know what it's like to be a disabled person. So that's my blind spot, is not knowing what it's like to be disabled. But that's kind of like or what it's like to suffer from hunger or not have any food, to not being able to provide food on the table. That's really a safe space still to be in, because you're kind of tapping yourself on the back. I'm such a great person. I feel for people who are hungry and who are disabled. No, I mean, to a challenging vulnerability, I mean, really the things that we don't like to share, which we are embarrassed about, like not knowing what it's like to be a Black person, or what it's like to be a migrant, what it's like to be a woman, and the remarks that we've made, the microaggressions that we've caused because of it. That's truly being vulnerable. And by doing so, you open the group up to do the same. So that's one of the things that we really do well in our sessions.
Beautiful. And if someone listens and immediately feels like we would, in the future or right now, we should have something at this, like this at my office, or in a group I work with or train with or
Yes.
whatever with, how can people reach you?
Enlivenempathy.com, bringing to life empathy. So enlivenempathy.com, reach out to us or find me on LinkedIn, Alex Tavassoli, and Enliven Empathy. We're on LinkedIn as well, obviously. And I would say, yes, they need to. I'm so confident because of all the feedback that we've been getting that we have the best inclusion training. It's often called the best or the most impactful inclusion training out there. There's nothing like it, not just because of the virtual reality, which is remarkable in itself, but also because we do so many other things really well in the training. And I guess it's also, empathy is at the core of the design process as well. We really feel with everyone. We include everyone in the session. Also, frankly, the white male who's been targeted by these inclusion programs. We include everyone. We involve everyone. Everyone feels like it's a growing journey. Like we are there to learn together. So that's what makes it different.
So even the inclusion training is inclusive for everyone. That's beautiful.
Exactly.
That's beautiful to end with, and also good that you mentioned it too. So
Yes.
if you're listening or looking at this video and you're like, okay, I should do something with this, go to LinkedIn, connect with Alex, or sign up for his newsletter on his website he previously mentioned, and get started. It sounds like an amazing program. Thank you so much, Alex, for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And I guess as a last remark, I would love to say the potential of using technology for good and social entrepreneurship, impact entrepreneurship is still untapped. And when we focus on the thing that we feel so strongly about that we have to change, whatever comes in our way, it's so empowering. I would really challenge anyone listening to find their passion, find the thing that they want to change in the world for the better, and stick to it. It will be your journey, and nothing will be able to break you or deviate you from that purpose, from your journey. Stick to it and make sure that you make this change you would like to see happen.
Thank you so much. Could not have come up with better last words than this. Thank you so much for your time. If you enjoyed today's episode, hit subscribe and leave a review. Stay connected on social media. Find us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and X, DutchTechOnHeels. Who are the C-level women in tech you'd like us to feature next? Send us a message. Your suggestions guide our future conversations. Stay inspired, stay connected, and until next time, this is DutchTechOnHeels signing off.